game is going to crash, or maybe it will freeze during scene transitions or stutter when loading assets. And of course, all your players are going to say is, it's broken, with no useful details on how to reproduce it. But debugging your game shouldn't want to make you roll your face on the keyboard. I'm Stefan, a maintainer for the Unity SDK at Sentry, and today I'll show you how you can debug your Unity game without digging through endless logs and guessing what went wrong. Sentry's latest updates give you everything you need. Stack traces, device specs, breadcrumbs leading up to a crash, plus some automatic performance monitoring for scene loading. That means you can catch slowdowns and track crashes and fix issues faster, so your players can stay focused on the game and not the bugs. We're gonna start our tour right here in the Unity editor. I've got a small game prepared for us and we can jump straight to battle. But instead of actually playing the game, now I'm looking at an null reference exception on the console. Bugs like these inside the editor are typically not a big deal. We've got all the tools and context we need to fix this right here. But imagine it's your game that is out in the wild and actual players are running into this. How would you know what broke and how would you know how to fix it? Now this is where the Sentry SDK comes in. It automates the whole process of reporting those errors to you. The Sentry SDK is provided as Unity package that can be installed via the built-in package manager directly in the editor. We go to Window, Package Manager, and with the plus icon on the top left, we can provide the package from a Git URL. To grab that URL, we can head over to the documentation docs.sentry.io and grab the link we provided in the install instructions. With that link, we can head back to the package manager, install package, paste that link in there, hit install, takes a hot second. And after the SDK has been successfully installed, we can close down the package manager. What we now have access to is Tools, Sentry. Since the SDK has not yet been configured, a little wizard pops up that helps us connect the game to the actual project on Sentry. Starting the wizard causes a new browser tab to open up, and since I've been already logged in, I can select the project that I want my game to be associated with. I continue with the wizard magic, and after it's done, I can close the tab and I'm back in the editor. I'm fine with the defaults for now, so let's see what the SDK can do. If we hit play again and we head straight into battle, we're still running into the same null reference exception. But let's see how Sentry presents this to us. If we head over to the dashboard, we get an issue stream of all the issues that are currently coming in for our games. The null reference exception matches the one that we just triggered in the editor. When we open up the individual issue, we get to see all the context information that the SDK was able to provide for us. We get to see how often this occurred and when, and how many users were affected. It also shows you information about the device and the operating system, and based on the release it was able to read, it can also tell you whether there's a regression going on or not. Of course, the SDK also includes the actual exception object, including the stack trace, and this works in I2CPP and release builds as well. What the SDK is also able to do is provide you a screenshot at the time of the error, and all of your log messages end up as breadcrumbs, so we'll never have to ask for log files again. The issues page finishes off with tags and contexts that the SDK already fills for you, that are fully customizable to the specific needs of your game. So this concludes our little demo. The SDK has much more to offer than was shown here. For example, capturing native errors on all mobile and desktop platforms, and help with monitoring your game's performance. If you want to learn more, check out Sentry.io, and if you want to get in touch, head over to Discord or GitHub. So long!